Don't you take your
turn
ass
your
in there and get them
microphone
on
off.
cupcakes.
Yo, this was something I was thinking about. Let's play this shit right here, man. Check this shit out. Oh, matter of fact, let me get it right. Oh, that ain't it. There we go.
Hey, yo, God. Yo, meet me at the Denise Williams.
There we go. Yeah. Cheers to another Saturday. Yes. Another day. Another D. Stone, Baby Shane. And me, I might rush. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We're going to let that go. Peace, and blessings. Love. Welcome back to another episode of Mike Russian, the Mike Russian Show. And I got the fam with me today. I got Baby Shay. I got Christopherson. I got Brother Jay. I got Brother B. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
As always,
you know what it is.
Mr. T. You know what I mean? So we going to make it a nice show for y'all. We brought a lot of energy, brought a lot of love. And if y'all want to talk to us, y'all know how to do that. So go ahead and chime in. And I think we, you know what? I'll tell them what's happening. And I caught wind of it. So I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what it is that by popular demand, I was asked to do a part 2 to interview Mike Russian. So what we decided to do was get the whole fam on. You dig what I'm saying? We got the whole fam involved and what have you. And, you know what I mean? We're going to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to interview Mike Russian. I promise y'all, I have not been privy to these questions. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. But I am an open book, and we going to go ahead and do it. So if anybody out there got questions, y'all holler at me. You know what I'm saying? And in the meaning in between, we going to get to it. So out of all of y'all motherfuckers, who's first? I'm ready. Let's get it.
Let's do it.
I'll jump first.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, we've known each other for quite some time, right? And
Yes, sir.
you're a musician, right?
Absolutely.
As a musician, I would imagine that your taste around the type of music that would motivate you would be pretty broad, right? But that said, when you need to get in mode, right? When you need to get in mode,
yeah.
What's your go-to song first? So answer that first.
Okay.
What's the go-to song?
Okay, so if I'm getting in mode, like you talking about getting in mode right now, the song.
And hold on, let me be clear because I know how you do.
Yeah,
let's go mode as it relates to making money. How about that? Let me be more specific.
Okay. Well, currently, right now, I will say that I'm listening to Stove God Cooks. Like Stove got me right now when it comes to making that bread. You know what I mean? Because he's inspiring people by using, you know, dialect that wouldn't be typically utilized to, you know, to convey a message. And I like that. You know what I'm saying? It's abstract, it's dope, it's art. You feel me? And he's a hustler. So I always can gravitate towards that. So yeah, that's my go-to right now. I mean, Stove is killing them right now for me. That's a word.
So y'all heard it here. Check it out.
You know what I'm saying? My
obviously.
Yeah, for sure. My first, like, honestly, the record that's doing it for me right now is off of West Side Gun's new album 12. It's called 055, and that joint right there is crazy. And it's actually featuring West Side Gun and Stove. And it's just it's motivational, you know what I'm saying? It's inspiring. It's got that soul to it, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yeah, it's definitely one of those go-tos to get going. You dig what I'm saying? Get to it. For sure.
I mess with that.
That was a good question.
I got a 1B, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the 1B is you're a writer. So
Absolutely.
what song of yours does that for you?
That's a good one. Jerry Maguire. I got a record called Jerry Maguire that actually does that for me majorly. It's about getting up and going, and it's just like as it builds up into something real, you know what I'm saying? It's like you find yourself engulfed in the run that I'm taking with the record itself and the story that I'm telling amidst the energy that I'm giving out of that record. So I would definitely say it would be Jerry Maguire. That would be my go-to for that. Also, a very good question.
I want to have everybody check that out. There are ways you can get to that music. Obviously, you can reach out to us by reaching out to the show. I'm going to encourage you to do that so you can hear that, because it is that.
Yeah.
And it's dope.
Right. Right. Hey, Shay, I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to you for the next question.
Okay. So, this the weekend. Everybody chilling. What is your ideal, like, Sunday? Not even Saturday, because Saturday is usually when you try to unwind from the week or whatever. What is your ideal Sunday? What does that look like? Work, what do you do? Like, how do you relax? How do you find your comfort? What is a good ideal Sunday?
If I'm not with my son, I would say that an ideal Sunday for me would just be chilling, watching, my favorite shows with friends, or, what I'm saying, Dolo, and definitely a meal involved, something real nice and vegetable-y, you feel me? Nice and chickeny, or, salmon-y, something in that family. And you know what I'm saying, and just chilling, blowing some piff, having a nice sip, you know what I'm saying, and just vibing. That's a very chill Sunday for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, like myself, just piggybacking off of that, I have a tendency to just disconnect.
Yeah.
So how many unread text messages or unanswered calls are in your phone at this moment?
Damn.
There's a few views on the edge of their seat, like,
we've been outside.
how many?
And in the bed, so
we have, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I mean, you love your people, but sometimes you're like, I'm just not.
Yeah, not on that right now.
How many of those do you have?
I would honestly, I try to stay, and this is the truth. I try to stay underneath 10 for sure.
Underneath 10.
Underneath 10. Like,
now,
you know what I'm saying?
10 per or 10?
Damn, it could be, I don't know. It depends on the circumstances. It depends on the day. Sometimes it could be 10 per. Sometimes it could be 10 people. You know what I'm saying? But it's rarely 10 per. Like, if I'm getting text messages from you regularly,
paragraphs, I can't do it.
Yeah, If I'm getting text messages from you that's paragraphs, something is wrong. I need to really, you know what I'm saying, check in. If you my people. But, honestly, it's usually like, a video or a picture or, something like that. Or, if it's one of y'all, especially if y'all double up on me, like any of y'all that's here right now, if any of y'all double up on me on the text message, I'm on it. You dig what I'm saying? But if it's just random, I'm always going to get up for the bread. Don't get it twisted. I'm always going to get up for the bread. Always. You know what I'm saying? I wake up for the bread. You dig? But other than that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? If it's just, random whatever's, yeah, I'll get back to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Business hours of Monday through Friday.
5 to 10. Well, no, from 9 to 5.
We are sorry you've reached us after business hours.
Please leave a message.
My office hours.
Get your goofy ass.
Right.
Per our previous conversation.
You understand me? You obviously didn't get the memo. Yeah. But that's some real shit.
Okay,
What you got, Chris?
Let me ask. So she said on your typical Sunday,
yeah,
and you might have that special somebody with you on that Sunday.
Was that a question?
Wait,
oh, okay. More to that. Okay, cool. Got you. Sorry.
So tell me what your love language is.
My love language is? Whoa.
Good hot meals.
Good hot meals, like fresh out the grease. You understand me? Fresh out the grease.
Fresh out the grease.
Acts of service is most definitely one of my love languages. All right, Mr. T, this nigga already did.
Right.
He said, I'm on my third Dan right now. Please don't.
I was just describing what she was saying.
Yeah. Acts of service is most definitely one of them. I think physical touch is another. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very touchy-feely type of person.
Do you think you're good at giving it back?
What? Touchy-feeliness?
Just your love language.
Acts of service. Oh, yeah, I'm a giver. I'm definitely a giver. I'm a giver.
Wait a minute.
In every aspect.
You mean pony? You mean pony?
Yeah. You understand? You see the shirt. What the shirt say? What it say, baby? Say. well hydrated, you bitch. So, yeah, that's a fact.
I mean, it's brilliant that way. That's
absolutely. It made way more sense that way.
Yeah, bitch.
Right.
Yeah, bitch. All it's all involved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely acts of service, definitely physical touch. How many do I got?
As many as you want to give.
Oh shit. Okay. Go into it. Y'all saw it. I'll finna be like, well, you know what I'm saying? A bitch got a
Oh my god.
No, I ain't even gonna do that. Yeah, listen. You gotta love me like I love you, bitch. You understand me? Or we ain't gonna work out. Like that's just the period and the point blank in the period, as my mama say. Love me like I love you, and we in there. Real talk. Fuck with me like I fuck with you, and we in there. Period.
Hey.
Period. If you don't fuck with me like I fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Period. And per my bro, I need at least 2 summers. At least. How many you need? How many summers you need,
we
brother?
Need 2 summers.
Church. At least 2 summers. Okay. There we go.
So
Give us free.
Yep.
Damn.
I know that's fucking right. All right.
Aside from us that know you well, what about Joey and well, no longer Wes? Oh my god.
Oh, see, you didn't even have to do that. Oh my god. Why?
This song's dedicated.
Damn. That's so horrible.
Hey, Wes is looking out the window like this right now.
Damn, right?
I'm so sorry.
With the bars. And
Joey and Bear.
Whoa. Okay. Thanks for taking us down that hole.
If they could talk, and we had a roast right here, right now, what would they roast on?
What would they roast? Oh, that is so amazing. Well, Joseph would be like, you know what, Daddy? Fuck you. just because of the stuff he done been through in his life, he just got to say a one good time.
Right.
Hey, fuck with me.
Fuck you, man.
You know what I mean? No,
he done took all the pussy out.
Yeah,
they always hit that point. Your kids always hit that point where they be like, you know what I would have did better?
You know what, Pops? You know what I'm saying? And with his paws. You know what, Pops?
He's like, you know what? Let me tell you something.
Because he got a kid now, too. I would never do this to my son.
My son in there. You treat him better than you treat me. You know what I'm saying? So I think
what I got to do to get in the house.
Fucking father because of you, man.
I'm a single father. It's hilarious. That was hilarious. Well played.
I could have stayed in the back of that cage, dude. I could have stayed, bro.
Right.
I could have made it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, national pussy around.
Right.
I had it
like this. I know what I'm supposed to do.
Right. I had in-house. Look what you did for me. Look.
So can't nobody have no bitch but you.
Damn.
No.
Like, I hate this nigga.
Look, he. That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
Right.
Damn.
Perfect strangers in this bitch.
You know what I'm saying? That's all right. Yeah. Okay, so back to it. Yes, I think that Joseph would say, fuck you. I think that he would really say that just due to all the circumstances. But he's a very well taken care of dog. Don't get it twisted.
And he tried to get in Chris Lep every chance he gets.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
Let it be spoken. Let it be written. Let it be so let it be written, let it be heard. You understand me?
What about Bear?
Yeah, okay. So Bear would be like,
where the titties at?
Where the bitch is at? Because Bear, he a pretty ass dog. You know what I'm saying?
Chico the Bark. That nigga.
Chico the Bark. That's it. Write that down. Chico the Bark. That's my dog.
Chico the Bark. That nigga cold blooded.
That nigga walk up on you with them gray eyes. It's a wrap. They like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So
he gonna pull all the bitches at the party.
so that's what I think he would say. He'd be like, Daddy, where the bitches at? I think that's
I ain't even had it none
Right.
yet,
God damn. I'm sitting up here learning the hump. My daddy kicking me off and shit. I mean, yeah. So I think he'd be ready for the bitches. For real. For right now.
Oh,
They're
right.
ready with his hot
Right.
ass.
So V, what do you
Yesterday.
have?
All right, brother V. What's happening? Talk to me.
All right, dog.
Mm-hmm.
So, you've been grinding for a few years. You know what I'm
Yes, sir.
saying? You pushed through like some highs, some lows. So was there a specific moment, you know what I'm saying? Like either like a quiet moment or either in the middle of some chaos, or you was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm built for this. I can do this.
Yeah, I think honestly, dog, it was when somebody very, very important to me that I took very, very seriously said to me that they didn't believe in me anymore. I think that was it. That was the fire lit. That was it. That moment, it didn't matter what I had to do, whether I had to walk, whether I had to run, whether I had to stay up all night. It didn't matter. And it's become it's habitual now. It's something now I teach to my child, not to not rest and not to not take time, because that's most important. That's the part I missed, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still recovering from. But take the time, rest. But after you done rested and you got your ass up and got a good meal and you get to it, period. There is no exception to that statement. Yeah.
Okay.
Great
All right.
question.
So yeah, is there like a high moment you could think of that stand out to you that maybe kept you going when you know what I'm saying, maybe wasn't feeling it, and like this high moment that stand out to you that kind of pushed you through?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. In one statement, it was coming home and hearing my son say, "Daddy, Daddy," every day. That was worth everything to me. You know what I'm saying? To see him
Read that.
smile and to see him laugh and to see him happy and not be struggling and wondering where his next meal was coming from. You know what I'm saying? I praise God every day for that. But yeah, that's really what it was for me. Real talk. Yep. And still is to this day. The only difference is now he be like, "Hey, Dad, you
Right.
know, I need $100." You know what I'm saying, for some bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. But now it's just learning to balance that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But yeah, that was definitely it for me, dog. Amazing question, my nigga.
All right, Shay.
All right, so um getting back to the rest and relaxation and time for you and what you like to do. Um what's your love like looking like? Love life looking like? Like what are you like, what are some things that you desire, some things that you like, some things that you may or may not require? What is that looking like to you? At this, with the platform that you have now, what is that looking like to you?
My love life looks very complex, to say the least, just due to the fact that it is a lot more than I'm focusing on other than just love. I'm focusing on the future. I'm focusing on my career. And being, not so newly, but newly enough divorced, um, I have more time to focus on those things. And, anybody coming along for the ride or anybody that is down to, I always say ride, because that's my thing. You ride with me, you know what I'm saying? You ride next to me, you ride for me, just like I would for you. And I think that it would be a lot for anybody to take, but the right person would understand. The right people have understood and supported me all the way up to this point, and we growing. We're growing, and that's what's most important. So love is important, and love is necessary. But like my dad always told me, love is eventual, but true love is inevitable. So inevitably, what is meant to be will be. in due time.
All right. And as an older gentleman, a man in your 40s.
Whoa. You said that shit like, wait a minute, an older gentleman. Okay.
Older gentleman. Excuse me, because I just checked Mr. T about it.
I'm about to slide on. You see, I was about to say, hold on now.
Right. A more seasoned gentleman.
Yes, ma'am.
Such as yourself.
Yes, ma'am. How old am I?
44.
40 what?
45. We know you 45.
Yeah.
She's trying to help you
Look
out.
how I wear it. No, okay, it's all good. But yes.
But as an older gentleman, older gentleman.
She said a gentleman.
Look, I'm all
an
over the
older
place.
gentleman.
Animal.
Right. I'll take it.
Of course, there will be some differences, but how much has evolved as the person you are now versus the person you were in your 20s and 30s?
Oh, that's an amazing question. When I was in my 20s and 30s, I ain't know my head from my ass. That's why I be telling these YNs, like, just take your time. That's why I got a shirt say, slow down, YN, because you think you know some shit, but when you turn around, you be like, God damn, I ain't know. See how everybody's shaking their head? I ain't know what I thought I knew. I thought I had it. I thought I understood. And then it's like life hits you with that curveball, and then it's like you got to learn all fucking over again. Mm-hmm. That's how I would put it. You know what I'm saying? When you in your 20s and your 30s, you kind of gliding through life. Not to say that people don't.
You got it.
Do I got what?
I say you think you got it.
I'm gonna tell you, yeah. You think you got it. You think you, and it's not that I be sitting up here trying to clown or be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just don't. I was mad at your age with somebody telling me the same shit. But once it happened, I was like, damn, they was right. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's still in their head. So it's really just a circle. It's just a continual circle that eventually, you get, and when you get it, you can't unhave it. You can't unget it. You know what I mean? You can't undo it. You can't unlearn it. You feel me? But I will say in your 40s, I think life starts to, I don't know, it starts to slow down a little bit, even if you're going fast. And, my life is fast, but it's like, it's still your life. You can kind of see it in real time type shit. And, life starts to make sense. It starts to make sense. Stuff, your different things going on with yourself starts to make sense. Yeah, it starts to have clarity. But I think what happens is you start to combine what you know and what you knew. You know what I'm saying? And then you start to kind of decipher some of that old shit that you kind of just threw in the closet. Like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't understand it yet.
The more you learn.
Kind of like not
fuck
think about
it.
stuff
If you don't get
matter,
the more you grow. You know what I'm saying? Right. See, I was gonna do that. I was gonna do it, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? Y'all know what it is. So yeah, I think your 20s and your 30s, you figuring it out, you learning, you might survive in even the relationship that you're in at that time to get up to this stage and still be in it. Sometimes you don't, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's a learning experience. And if you're paying attention, if you really want to learn, you'll learn from that experience. For sure.
It's dope.
What you got, Jay? You got any?
I got another question. I do got another question. So, you're from the shop, right?
Knocking this shit
all day,
from
Joe.
the land, right?
All day.
We've talked about this kind of between you, me, and V, multiple times. But I want to ask you, to what extent do you think we have? Well, I'm gonna make it you centric, right? But to what extent would you say that we've contributed to the person that you've become?
You and V?
And I'll say take V and then take me separately. In what ways did we contribute? To the person that you became?
First off, amazing fucking question.
Wow.
Amazing question.
Right.
Amazing question. Honestly, both of you have contributed substantially to who I am. You know what I'm saying? Y'all DNA is in my style. You feel me? And that's just what that is. Like, I carry y'all with me everywhere I go. Y'all my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Just like KG, my blood brother. Y'all couldn't be no more my blood brothers. For V, he keeps me level-headed. He keeps me grounded. He reminds me, a lot about where I'm from and never to forget it. V keeps me humble. He keeps me he keep me from going to jail. He keep me he keep me from being locked up. I'll just say that, you know what I'm saying? He's done that several times. And as far back as I can remember, wherever I went, there was V. You know what I'm saying? And that is he was always just there to just back me up. He was always there to ride with me, ride for me. Like I said, those things are valuable to me. You always kept me laughing. You also, you know, always kept me grounded and focused. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when we was coming up, you know, you was the first nigga I knew that really had a real job. Like, you know what I'm saying? When we was growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? When you was over there at the bank, you know, you was doing it, bro. You know, we were teenagers and you was making bread like cats. You know, you was making bread that we couldn't even imagine making at that time. So it was inspiring to me, you know what I'm saying, to just want to stay on my grind and stay focused on what was important, you know what I'm saying? And I watched you do it with much of nothing too. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you had to go, what you had to do. You know, same thing for V. I watched V survive through a lot of shit. I'm talking about fires and family members, you know, losing family members and all that type of shit. And V stay resilient. Y'all resilience is inspiring to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we always kept each other sharp. Iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think is the best part of, you know, our relationship and our brotherhood is that we always kept each other on point. Period.
I appreciate all that. I'm gonna also add to that we've all kind of talked about this concept of, for lack of a better phrase, especially from our teenage years forward, kind of raising each other. And I think that's something that was, you know, really kind of instrumental, especially because of the fact that, you know, we all kind of, you know, didn't necessarily grow up with a lot of male influence at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Like not in the teens forward. You know what I'm saying? We kind of defined those things ourselves. So I think that's really dope that you called that out, bro.
Yeah.
That was heavy. So I got something a little bit lighter for you, bro.
What's up?
The slang that exists in Chicago, right? We got our own kind of, you know what I'm saying, unique things and so on and so forth that we like to use in conversation. I kind of got on Shay a little bit for her little right smart and all that type country units of measurement.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But what's the slang that you still use today that, you know, as you're doing it, you feel connected to the lane?
I mean, it's always gonna be Joe. I mean, that's just our talk, you know what I'm saying? When we talking to each other, you know what I'm saying? Joe gonna
Who
be
is
one of them.
Joe?
You know,
Every
exactly.
Chicago know who he is.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's real like that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so much so that I named my dog Joe. So when I call him, I'm like saying
Joseph.
Joe. Yeah, exactly. You
Joseph.
name the nigga Joseph. You named him Joseph. You did what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So Joe is definitely gonna be one of them all day. You know what I'm saying? All day gonna be one of them. You know what I'm saying? Being from the land is definitely a language that, you know, is unlike any other. And if you know the language, you can move through the land. But if you don't know the language, I can't help you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the urge, you know what I'm saying, to fight the urge to call somebody a goofy on default for
Right.
some dumb shit.
That's that real
Goof
shit. Like,
ass.
you know what I'm saying? You're a goof ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of our things. You know what I'm saying? If you're a goofy, you're a goofy. If you getting treated like motherfucker, I'd be like, you ain't finna treat me. They'd be like, I can't take you to dinner. Like, wait a minute, you don't get it.
I'll pay.
You know what
I'm
saying?
saying I'll pay. Why is that
Right,
a bad thing?
exactly. You know what I'm saying? Get hit with the treatment is getting hit with the treatment. You feel me? So nobody ever want to get treated. You dig what I'm saying? That's not a good thing when you from the land. Treated his ass, Joe. That's how it would go. Just like that. It was goofy as
100%.
hell, so I treated his ass, Joe.
Not
Pig. You
good.
know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Where did your bitch come from?
You bitch. I mean, that's just, that's one of my words. I mean,
that's
it's
not
just
a Chicago thing. That's just a you
it's
thing.
a me thing. Like, you dig what I'm
Sorry,
saying? It's just how I talk. I mean, I've always had my own lingo growing up. You know what I'm saying? I know the brothers attest to that. We always had our own dialogue when we spoke, and we could talk amongst people and nobody know what the fuck we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So your bitch is that, you dig? It's just it just became a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? You bitch. You dig what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So, I guess it would be like the equivalent of like when, surfers and white folks be like bitching. You know what I'm saying? You bitch. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I go.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask you one more question before I pass it over to Chris. I know she got something in the chamber, right? And we haven't talked about this, so this is brand super new. Like, I don't think we've ever had this conversation, but we all were teenagers in the 90s.
Yeah.
Before anybody says anything, listen, I invite you to come on here. We will cook your life away. This is not that. This is
right
not
up and you go.
Winning roast on your ass.
Just slide
I'm
right
just
on
saying. Shay gave you the public service earlier. I'm just trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Enter at your own peril. Anyway, so real quick, who was your 90s crush, bro?
Damn.
In real life or
in real life on TV?
On TV. I'm sorry. TV. Celebrity, TV adjacent.
Okay.
What the hell?
You stupid. You stupid
that means
as hell.
Street motherfucker. Yeah. Somebody you know.
Yeah, in that case, there's a few of them. So I'll give you a couple of them. So I was an Ashley Banks like fan. Not Ashley, or not Ashley. Is it Ashley? No, the older sister. Ashley.
No, not Ash. That was
Hillary. I was a Hillary Banks fan, not Ashley Banks. Hillary.
Why was V confused until you?
Yeah, he was like, hell yeah. Wait a minute.
She was 3. Wait a minute. Hold on, sir. What are you saying?
I mean, although Ashley was our age, you dig what I'm saying?
Hillary was. I mean, she was.
She was busted. I mean, she wasn't. She wasn't.
No, he meant Hillary.
If it was a circle.
Okay. So, Hillary Banks, stupid as hell.
I'm completely judging you right now because what?
Let me finish.
Wow. She was 12.
No, Hillary Banks. Hillary was older.
No.
She wasn't
it was
young,
the
but she was.
We dragging it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, that's okay. And so it would be Hillary Banks. And then as I got older, it was definitely Nia Long when she was in Love Jones, like her and her friend, for real, honestly.
Hold on. Where's my lighter? Hold on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But both of them. Yeah.
Even though I ain't gonna even lie, what's Foxy Brown actually knocked me out for me.
Huh?
Foxy Brown.
Oh no, I wasn't. Pam Grier was on there. You know what I'm saying? Pammy baby. I mean,
AZ Nas Foxy Brown.
Oh shit, Foxy.
Actual Foxy.
Chocolate Foxy. Yeah, Chocolate Foxy. You know what I'm saying? Chocolate Foxy was most definitely one of them. You know what I'm saying?
I would have folded in and said, like,
DC.
He don't like you. I don't care.
It doesn't matter to me. So yeah, definitely Foxy, Nia Long, and then Sanaa Lathan, dog.
Yeah. That's fair.
Sanaa Lathan was killing them in Blade. Oh my God. And what you mean you judging me? What's wrong with my selection? Who else was there?
I mean, the rest of them cool, but Hillary Banks, bro?
Yeah, she was fine to me. Hillary was fine. It was something she used to do with her.
She was a brainless stick figure, bro.
But first off, that was a fucking character she played.
I mean, but the character just,
She was really like, did you see her in Class Act?
But see, the thing is, you didn't call her by her real name. You called her by her character.
Yeah, I don't even know her name for real. So I don't even. Honestly, I know the other ones.
The only way you knew her was her character, bro.
Yeah, you're right. But see, I can't. But I'm not basing my attraction onto her from her only playing on the fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
What did you see her in outside of?
She was on Major Pain.
I mean, that
was amazing.
That
like
was
she,
the one.
that's the one I saw.
That was the one thing that she played in.
No.
She
was also.
Listen, and we don't judge.
Right.
Chill out.
Going off. She was also on Class Act. In Class Act, she was fine as hell too.
In Class Act, she played almost the same person.
No, she played an intent like she was a genius on the show.
I mean, she was, but still, I just couldn't get the whole.
Couldn't get past it. Bitch, you phony. You Hillary. Get your dumb ass out of here.
You shouldn't be on here. You
play over there like boo, booty, bitch. You throw popcorn on the screen and shit.
As Hillary.
That's totally fake.
Yeah. No,
but okay, bro. Your likes are your likes.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Plus, it wasn't a lot of y'all in the 90s out really.
It wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't.
We had like Mary J. Blige. I mean, it was very few.
We had Angela Bassett.
Yeah, Angela Bassett. Like in the limelight. Like if we were to
Angela
look at
Bassett was kind of already at Auntie.
Yeah,
you need to go like in the streets and say, okay, well, this one was cute. You wouldn't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
But if we're talking about
long hair was cool, but
look, man. You see my hands. I said it. I immediately was like,
I'm saying seriously, if you compared the women that you saw that you encountered regularly in comparison to what you saw on TV,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Especially in Chicago, like it was
Chicago. You know what I'm saying? In the 90s,
West Side, like it was not that.
It wasn't that at all.
Choices.
It was not that.
Choices.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. No, I mean, visually they were amazing. But then when you got into their head, it was a completely different conversation.
Banana cream pie.
Whoa.
Banana pudding. Nothing else. Maybe some wafers. Face ass. Maybe a cup. Oh, there's a banana. Fuck out of here.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty much, slim pickings. You bitch.
Right.
What you want me to say? We had our spots. It was some spots, you feel me? But, where the beautiful meat would migrate. And we would go there and hunt. You understand me? Young lions that we were. We would go hunt and try, shoot our shots. You dig? We would go where the others didn't. The jackals and the fucking hyenas. And
y'all was where the wild things are.
Fuck it. Sometimes.
Yeah. There was definitely a few wony tails out there and shit.
I was.
I did.
Playing with me.
I was there. You stupid as hell.
The D is dropping in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Tell me about it. I'm just saying.
Can I ask you about
I was actually interested for the answer to that question. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
What'd you say, Jay?
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was saying I was interested in the answer to that question, but I'm good.
The answer to what question?
The question you
just
answered.
answered. Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm sorry. We talking about all kinds of shit around here. I'm sorry. It turned into it's a Q&A, but then we all just, you know what I mean? All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so you talked about your family, the brothers and around.
Facts.
But I want to ask you about your parents.
Oh man. That's a great question. That is probably yeah. That's probably the best question of the evening. So
like what's your relationship with Miss Tony and Ricky Sr.?
My relationship with my parents is great. Thank God. Me and my mom are finding a place with each other as I am an adult and she is growing into her, her rightful place as a senior. So we're learning how to navigate and see what that looks like at that stage in our life. Me and my old man, we couldn't be closer. I mean, and it's like the connection there is just so natural and so like immediate. It's a pleasure. And over the past few years, I've been grateful to have him like literally, as I say, my friends right by my side and giving me good information to utilize and in a lot of ways it saved my life. And it's definitely taught me a lot. So yeah. And I don't even mean to sound so somber. I'm just very serious. Like my relationship with my parents is amazing. I love my parents very dearly. Me and my mama, we get out. What'd you say, bro?
We love that.
Yeah, me and my mom, we get out, as much as we can, and we walk together and stuff like that. So I get to spend time with her, and then my old man come over and we have root beers and watch kung fu movies, and that's dope as hell to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just dope to me. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot. And then go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Hold on, let me see. I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a lot of shit.
No. You're good. I'm gonna segue off Chris's question.
Yeah, go ahead.
As we grow and dynamics change, right? You know, obviously our parents were our parents. They raised us, put a lot into us or whatever. As we get older and become adults and people with our own problems and own things, so on and so forth, we tend to experience challenges. Not really interested to know what type of challenges you've experienced there, but I am interested to know how have those challenges helped you to grow.
Challenges as in with my parents?
Challenges as in maintaining the dynamic with your parents.
Well, honestly, it's made me more patient. You know what I'm saying? And as my sister would say, it's taught me to be more merciful.
That's fire.
And
Right.
it's very important, especially when you still have your elders in your life, which is a blessing in itself. You know what I'm saying? It's important to sustain those relationships. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I love that.
Your brother and
You learn grace as you get older.
Yeah, man.
Extending that to other people.
Yes,
trying to
And you learn
accept their
how to give yourself
perspective.
some grace
How to
and
deal.
extend it to others.
Absolutely. It's so important. It's so very much important that you give yourself grace and that you give others grace and that you show mercy. You know what I'm saying? That's so important. That, because sometimes people don't know what that looks like and they've never experienced it before, and it may change their lives in one fell swoop.
Okay.
Give me a super cool memory, like early memory, where you took something substantial from something that you learned from your mom and then something that you learned from your dad.
All right. I learned from my mother that once ain't always and twice ain't forever.
Fire.
And
what does that mean?
Once ain't always.
I'm saying I get it.
Yeah. Once ain't always.
Because we had these conversations forever. But
for sure. You know what I'm saying? You could be going through some stuff and we all call her mom. So I'll just say it as such. We all, you going through something and mom will be like, once ain't baby, once ain't always and twice ain't forever. That means that just because it happened to you once doesn't mean it's always going to happen. And even if it happens to you again, that doesn't mean it's going to happen to you forever. So learning from that is something that's very, and then my mother also would say, be down for how you want to live. So I ride with that. I rides with that. You know what I'm saying? That's tatted on me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I live by that with my mother. With my dad, it's get used to disappointment. My father would always tell me that. And I don't think that,
I think I've heard that one.
Exactly, right?
I have as well. I ain't gonna hurt you.
Get
Shout
used
out
to
Pops. Right.
Yes, shout out to the old man. So, that's one of the things that I take with me. And then my father always taught me family first. So I live by that. You know what I'm saying? I hold down the fam under God, take care of the fam. That's what my father told me. That's what he taught me. And that's what I did. Yep.
That was super dope.
Appreciate
first
you
off,
asking that,
to
dog.
be down for how you want to live. Shout out to mom, right?
Hey, mom.
I literally had that conversation with one of my someone I was training earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
What are you willing to do to get where you're trying to go?
Church.
Right? How
Church.
committed are you?
Right. Right.
She's got a bunch of those one-liners that'll just stay with you. So shout out to mom,
man. You live
much
by
appreciated.
Yes. So yeah, my mom, she's a strong Black woman. That's why I know how to recognize strong Black women. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't do nothing but surround myself with them because they are powerful and they can accomplish more than people give them credit for. And I'd rather take my money on a long shot than something that somebody telling me is guaranteed, because they don't know that for sure. Just like you don't know if your long shot is for sure, but I promise you it's more fulfilling to watch the journey. So I surround myself with smart people. I surround myself with powerful people, powerful thinking people. And that's how you get ahead. I don't know. I just wanted to say that shit.
I mess with it, bro.
Yeah.
I mess with
Appreciate it.
Chris,
Yeah.
did you have anything else? I'm sorry.
You are fine. I was like, well, waiting to see what else you would say.
Sorry.
All right, so I know you ain't really had a chance to experience this. I've had a chance to experience this. Jay has had a chance to experience this. Um, but you know, when you raising your kids, and even when you're coming up, there's always this moment of, I guess, reflection on how you was raised, and then you start making decisions about, when I had kids, my kids is gonna have this, and I'm gonna make sure that I do this, and they ain't gonna never experience this.
Right.
What was those things that you was like, you know, my kids are not gonna experience? Like, what's something that you said that you was never gonna repeat that your parents did?
Mm-hmm.
And did you repeat those things anyway?
And parenting, of course, is trial and error. So, of course, I've done things that, I've tried to perfect things that I've experienced in my childhood, and I've tried to change things. But, once again, once ain't always, twice ain't forever, and my mother always would also say that there's nothing new under the sun. So, that being said, it's like you try your best to, top your parents, you know what I mean? But once you just accept them for being people, and learning that they they're human and flesh and blood like you, and they make mistakes, and as my father says now, learning something on the way to learning something, you know what I'm saying? It's just you like you say, you learn that grace, you learn that mercy, and then hopefully you're in a place of maturity and peace, even where you can give your kids things with a level of measure, you know what I'm saying, without overindulging or underindulging. But to answer your question, one of the things that I said I wouldn't do is have my son, where like my mother prayed when we moved to Logan, is have my son where he was afraid to walk down the street, where he was afraid to be in his neighborhood and go outside and want to play as a child. I didn't want him to have to make those, differentiations between kids playing and kids mobbing up to be on some bullshit. You dig what I'm saying? So my thing was always environment, and with my ex-wife's collaboration, we, decided to move out of state, you know what I'm saying, and move to a different place where we can give our children a different opportunity and a different experience at life. Yeah. Yeah. But once again, to answer your question, I did do the same thing my parents did, because my mama did that to us when I was 16 years old. We moved to Virginia, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we moving. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? So, like, once ain't always, twice ain't forever. Ain't nothing new under the sun. We all learning something on the way to learning something and working on being better and getting it right. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about that one, dog.
Now, what is something that you would tell your younger self, and not, like 13-year-old you,
Yeah.
like 19-year-old you? What would you tell you that you think, that one little thing that you wish you had heard, that if you knew you heard it, a whole bunch of other shit would have clicked way earlier?
Great question. And I think about it a lot, all the time. Like, I wonder if I went back in time and I'm myself, and if I walked up on myself, would myself be scared, or would myself be like, man, I knew you was coming one day? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew it. I knew you was going to figure out how to come holler at me. And I always wondered what I'd say to myself, and I think that I'd say to myself, stay in school, you know what I'm saying? And focus on don't. I'm trying to say this without saying this with two women sitting next to me, but like,
just say the shit, bro.
Okay, cool. Okay, then stop chasing the hoes. Like, stop chasing the hoes and like really get focused on
yourself.
On me, and stop looking for acceptance in places that I didn't need it. Validation in places that I didn't need it.
Don't take
what I'm saying? And I think that, a lot of that has to do with guidance, of course, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things that I definitely, once again, wanted to correct with my son, where it's like, these are things I'm teaching him early. So now he is the leader that, he's supposed to be, that he always knew in himself he could be, but he needed that confidence to be it. I think as a kid, I never had that confidence. So I kind of created it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Shay had questions for
you.
Okay.
With it. Come on. Give me your word.
So, let's come forward to the present.
Okay.
Us being of the seasoned
old
generation.
Church.
First of all, don't do that.
Damn.
Loris.
See, this the second time Baby Shaden had to check somebody on that age shit tonight.
Loris. It's the Loris conversation.
About my goddamn age one more goddamn time.
Being a part of the seasoned generation.
Yes, ma'am.
When people of a certain age have to take better care of themselves.
Absolutely.
What is your health like?
My regimen?
What is your diet like?
Okay.
What are you doing to prolong your life, or trying to improve your health and well-being?
That's a great question. Well, first off, prayer. I mean, you got to take it to the Most High first. That's what you have to do. Like, if you don't know that you have to do that, then something wrong with you. But prayer, of course. Not letting fuck niggas, as they say, fuck with me, not letting these
fuck nigga free.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, not wasting my time with, lame ass females that don't really want nothing with they self or their life, you know what I'm saying? Or just want to eat off me. Definitely not interested in anything like that. And then as far as my diet is concerned, yeah, we eat a lot of vegetables, chicken, salmon, copious amounts of salmon, you know what I'm saying? Want to go to Alaska and get my own. I'd be mad when let me say this real quick. It's a show that I love. It's called Forged in Fire, right? All right. It's a dude on there. He think he's some martial arts expert. He gets on my fucking nerves.
Papa Smurf.
Let's do this. Let's do this. It will. Big ear ass nigga. Just get on him for a few minutes.
Somebody put a slice out his chin.
You understand? I didn't bet on your page, dog. All you doing is knocking icicles off your house. You know what I'm saying? That's lame.
Not Edward Scissorhands.
Bro, he ain't doing shit. He be on the show like, so this sword will really slice and dice. I'm gonna, like, nigga, slow down, Pat Morita. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Pat Morita is crazy.
Yeah. I'm just saying. But it pisses me off because they do this sharpness test and they be cutting through like a lot of salmon, dog. That shit makes me mad. I don't give a fuck about the swine. They be cutting all kinds of pork ass. I don't give a fuck about that. But when they have the salmon, them big ass fish, don't they? They be big as hell. Nigga cut through that shit and just let it fall on the floor. I be like, damn, let me just get that. Let me get that. Let me go and cook that.
That'd be the radioactive salmon, dog. You don't want that, bro.
Fuck it. It just be making me mad because I do love salmon very, very much. It's delicious to me. But that's what I do, and salad, you know what I'm saying? Lots of grapes and fruits, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So, I do get into my legumes. See, I don't want to say certain things because you do that, then niggas gonna be like, I already know what time it is. But yeah, my legumes and things of that nature. My shelled. Yeah, I mean, I already know what y'all want to do it. I'm gonna give it to you. Fuck it. I be eating nuts. I like almonds. I I like
almonds, huh?
pistachio.
Now she held up the
You know what I'm
t-shirt
saying?
after you said that.
Fuck it. I mean, I'm just saying.
That
Like,
is
pause.
bananas.
Go ahead,
Like,
Jay,
I'm
what?
just saying. I'm talking about the real.
No
That is
videos.
nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty
No
work.
Don't get
He
fucked up,
said,
my nigga.
his buddy said, I like nuts. I
Yeah.
like
She said-
almonds. He said, I like
Fuck
almonds.
you, VC. That's what I knew. Let these niggas get it. Don't take the time.
Almonds is crazy.
Damn, you gonna sit there and lean into it when we said it too? I ain't said, oh man, fuck you.
Bro, where'd you get the list from?
Right.
Almonds.
Right. I knew it was gonna happen. I said it. I put it on there. I put the prelude to it on there. But Mr. T likes Mr. T.
So while we're talking about your diet, so
Okay.
outside of the spaghetti with
and
the
a lot.
sugar
Hold
in
on. And a lot of water. Lots and
Church.
lots of water. Yeah.
Tabernacle.
Public
on.
service announcement
Hey.
for all of the young ladies of the earth. It is about to be
She said
summertime.
Okay,
And
talk to him.
in the spirit of being hydrated, please bathe accordingly
Talk
and
to
drink
the-
plenty of water. Because,
Water.
Amen.
We're in the South.
Yeah, because we in the South and the summers are very hot and
Talk
The summer is hot and juice is delicious.
spirit of being
Yeah.
hydrated. You need
It's
to hydrate
delicious.
inside and out.
The water's
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, I think a lot of y'all have had a lifetime
Come on,
of
D.
delicious
Talk
that
about
occurred
it, D.
recently, and so it's okay for it to not be delicious. Drink some water.
Yeah. It's water time. It's the water
Well-
season. Stay aquatic, sisters. You understand? There's nothing wrong with water at all.
The
Nothing
good
wrong.
kind of aquatic, because
Hey.
You
But
know,
you,
we don't need the seafood aqua.
No.
We can-
We don't need the bottom of the sea. We just need the water that you,
Under the
you
sea.
understand that
Bitch,
you
get out.
swim in. Yeah, right.
Yo,
She
not the
said,
red
"Bitch,
lobster.
get out." Fuck it. So yeah, no, it's levels to this shit. You dig what I'm saying? But please stay washed and stay smelling amazing like you do, black sisters. I love you, dear, and I know that you
Love it.
got the message. So keep the message in your pocket.
Shea
And,
butter baby. We love it.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah. That's real. That's real shit.
So outside of the spaghetti and with the sugar in it,
Oh.
Oh, my
Come on
What-
now. Yeah,
what
brother
is-
said it. You know, bro.
what is something that you enjoy, something that you like to eat that teleports you back to a younger time? Something that you eat that makes you feel like home, that that you can just feel the warmth of home or days old. What is something that can teleport you back to there,
that my mama cook?
or anything that
I was
makes
gonna
you
say
feel
that my mama cook. It's anything, but no,
well,
honestly,
anything that you can eat outside of that was like
that still exists.
Yeah.
Y'all already know what I'm finna say. Okay.
pony.
Damn it.
He wasn't gonna say that.
Yo.
He wasn't gonna say that. Damn.
What the hell?
Yeah. That's a winner.
And
Y'all
you win
get it.
though.
That's
You
very
win
funny.
though. He said,
Hey,
how about her?
tune in next week when we have another conversation with Mike Russian about what that actually meant. Okay. Damn. Other than that, pennies all day. Pennies Noodles in Chicago is that
Of
restaurant
course.
that do it for me. And the only reason that it is because everything else is closed down.
Well,
Damn.
You been
they
Goose
were
Island?
No, the island and Goose Island.
I was
Okay.
finna say, because the
And-
couple of times that I've been.
Yes, ma'am. Talk about
I mean, the first time it was a surprise. The second time I was like, so we going to
it. Goose. Going to the island. Getting extra mild sauce. You understand me? Yeah. So, yeah. But I mean, honestly, it's a lot of landmark restaurants that are like gone now. Chang's is gone. Great Wall of Chinese food is gone. Emperor's Wok is gone. You dig? Boston's is gone. Off Chicago Avenue and Grand, they gone. You feel me? You remember Boston's right there with the Italian beef we used to go? Yeah, you do. Right there on the corner, nigga. Yes, sir. They gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of places that was in Chicago when we was growing up that, you know, L Sid's. I can't even I can't even vouch for them no more. You know what I'm saying?
What's the name of the place that sold
not El Cid's.
slushies?
The slushies. Oh,
The little spot on the corner that
they
we was
gone,
Yeah.
burnt down, burnt to the ground. Mr. Orange gone.
Yes.
Rest in peace to all of these amazing restaurants. You understand me? Rest in peace. So yeah.
And the little spot you took me to that had the little potato balls.
That's you know what I'm saying? Those right there, that spot is still there. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Ricans gonna make sure. Boricua!
Arriba!
Oh yeah! They gonna make sure that shit
V.
ain't happening.
Hey, V.
Yeah. You see B woke up, B. Yeah. They gonna hold their neighborhood down.
Right? He said,
Oh my
Horchata.
Oh my
Yes.
See.
Not Jess.
Not Jess. That's so racial.
Where are you going? Yeah, that's it. I'm telling you, man. I love you forever.
Hey, shout out to Bufongo and Acapulco and Roca Condules.
Right.
Yeah.
Condules.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
Humble Park is you know what it is already.
Yes, Lord, I do. Yes, I do. Humble Park. You can go to Humble Park and get anything you want. You can get drugs. You can die. You can eat some good food. You can get
It's
you a
true.
bitch.
It's all
two.
true.
You
It's
can
all
get
true.
you a flag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To carry on your back, a fan. You can do whatever you want. You can go swimming in a gully that is just full of dead bodies. I mean, it's like you can do whatever you want.
Right.
Like the blue holes
You
in
know what I'm
Arkansas.
saying?
Don't go in there.
You can get jumped by a whole gang if you want to. I mean, it's whatever you really
Easily.
need it to be on
Right.
the day you need it to be that. But you can also eat some amazing food in there. It's the jungle, but it's some good food in there for sure. For sure.
That's with it.
Yeah.
I know we're about to wind down soon.
Okay.
But I do have a question. Because we were talking about this a little bit this earlier this week.
Okay.
Not in specific detail, but you know, just a framework around the question.
For sure.
Right. What's one thing that you'd like us to do as a group that we haven't done yet?
Go out the country.
Where?
London. We can go to the beaches. I don't give a fuck where we go as long as we together.
Or Egypt.
You know what I'm saying?
We
Egypt.
all pop up at a Jamiroquai concert.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Let's go see Jamiri. Let's go.
Boom,
She
you
just
hear
said
me?
it. That's what I want. I want us to go overseas and see Jamiroquai in concert. How about that? That's a dream right there.
And show out.
yeah.
You understand me? You know what I'm saying? That's hit the light. Come on now.
That's not how he says it.
That's how he says the shit. You already know that.
He 100%
Summer
does.
girl feels like I'm in love again.
Faces.
Come on now. Oh, you summer girl.
All that summer.
I want you in my
Hey.
world.
All that summer.
Hey, summer girl, walk right past my window. Yeah.
Right.
That's that shit, boy. Y'all understand. That man preached love, and I love that about him, bro. So yeah, going to a Jamiroquai
And
concert.
copious amounts of dust.
Dust. Like,
Copious.
that's how it goes.
Crazy.
Copious amounts of dust is hilarious.
Then he go right in there and do it. You understand me? But he never miss. He never miss. I mean, he's admitted to being, on drugs in several interviews in his
Live
past.
from the Skag House.
You know what I'm saying? But that was in his younger days. But I mean, he's still a genius that he is. You know what I'm saying? And I love him to death. I'm a diehard fan. So yeah, that would be amazing. I think if we went overseas to go see a Jamiroquai concert together, that would be dope as fuck to me. Dream come true.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we know what we need to do in 2026.
I mean,
Absolutely.
hey, yeah, I mean that's what it is, and I mean honestly, the man is touring again because he has a new album coming out. So, yeah, we definitely got to do that. Jamiri, can I get tickets, brother? Can I get bloody tickets, brother? Come on, man. Come on, fam. I
Bloody
love you.
tickets.
I love you, man. Yeah,
You make me love you,
baby. With a little L. Why does it have to be like this? I can never tell. You understand me? Seems like you're missing all the pieces of my broken shell. Come on. Cause you make me love you with a little L, you know. That's the way you make me love you, yeah. That's my shit. I'm telling you. That man got some shit. He got some shit. Okay. Who has the last dope question for me for the evening? Who has it?
Well,
who's got it? Who's coming with me, ladies?
Okay.
Who's coming with me, man?
Who's coming with me, man? These player fly shirts.
You say what now?
We doing since we have these player fly shirts on.
Okay.
We doing our thing with the BBC.
The fizzles.
What is a fashion trend that you participated in that you wholly regret?
None.
Somebody got
none. Other than the muscle shirt. I hated the muscle shirt. That was one of that's the bane of my existence.
I was about to say, if he didn't want to volunteer, I certainly would volunteer.
I had to do the muscle shirt, dog. It's the muscle shirt. That was the end for me. The muscle shirt. So that right there is something.
The muscle shirt jean combo.
Yeah,
Jamie
and it was tucked in.
Combo.
Right. And you talking about a nigga was like 155 wet. You feel me?
Right.
Like, come on, fam. No, that was horrible, dog. I regret that shit horribly.
Yeah.
And then coming outside and this nigga got the same shit on, like that shit was OC. Yeah. That would be it.
Okay. So what is something you believed in, in your younger days, around 20, 21, in your 20s, that you be like, man, who was gonna tell me no? Like, what is something that you was like gung-ho for in your 20s, and now, as an older gentleman, you like, what the fuck was I thinking?
I mean, honestly, I love all the styles that I kind of presented because I've always been like a trendsetter, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to a trend follower. Me and my squad, like we always kind of did our own thing. You dig what I'm saying? So I never really chased a fad like that. And then I came off the block with some ill shit. I mean,
hey, the Bruce Leroy was
talk about it, V.
The Bruce Leroy on 95th Street was crazy.
Stop it. Historically, I changed the game.
No.
Talk about it. Nobody did that before me.
No.
That nigga went full rating.
Give him a piece of that, nigga.
Okay, he went
Rating?
full.
Give him a piece of that. Go ahead.
He had the full, you know what I'm saying, Chinese shade hat, full gi, with the karate. That was like the fifth dan belt you had on too,
Kung Fu. Let's be real.
And the shoes.
It was Kung Fu.
He
had the white, you know what I'm saying, the all white shoes.
And the shoes. Sure did.
Was they forces?
Full
No.
Leroy.
No, they were rice shoes. They were the actual shoes.
They were the actual
with the whole
out of Chinatown, you know what I'm saying? He went full
To anyone
Bruce
listening
Leroy.
to this that is from Chicago, it was on 95th and State.
I was out south with it. Out south.
Wow.
I was out south with it.
Listen.
You didn't get shot.
Nobody fuck with me. No.
I 100% said, are you sure?
Yeah. And I said yes. And I did.
Are you sure you want to do this?
And didn't I have a date?
Bamboo hat.
Day, didn't I? I went out with Narda that day.
Narda.
Yeah. I was going out on a date.
I won't throw no names out there, but
shout out to Narda. I mean, if she listening, what's up, mama? Actually, I'll say this like this, and y'all remember. This is the planetarium date.
Oh,
yeah.
Bruce Leroy.
The planet, that was the planetarium. That was that date. See,
oh my God.
Yeah. So
impressive.
I went out on the date with that outfit on, and we went to the spot, to the conservatory. She got a phone call. She answered the phone. She was like, girl, he took me out to the planetarium.
I'd have been walking to my car very fast.
I said, damn. I mean, I turned right back around with all that Bruce Lee shit on and took her ass to the crib.
We know what side of the
Come
list
on,
you
fam.
on.
I'm just saying. Check mark. Nope.
I mean, 95th was the first red flag.
Yeah. But yeah,
And then you had to go west for 95th. That's the second red.
yeah. It was
You 100% went from one hood to the other hood.
I did. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It could have went any kind of way, but it didn't go up. So that's one of the things that's pretty dope about it. And it's in the pantheon of styles. You feel me? Like nobody's done it, but I did it. You did.
No
one's ever seen a Ford Dan on 95th.
Yeah, nobody
They've
did.
never seen
How
that.
old were you?
Maybe
17?
17, 18, yeah.
Yeah.
So it was legal because, you know what I'm saying? We was all, we was rocking like Carl Canai for us, by us, you know what I'm saying? The vest.
Yeah.
The back.
Yeah, we was styling. We was really getting into it. I mean, like we stayed with the trends all over, still to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Towel jackets and shit.
All of that.
Them joints.
We was rocking them joints.
Lonely Tune joints.
Yep. But I'll tell you this: I want my public to know this as well. We didn't have a lot of money. Don't get it twisted. Like niggas did not have a lot of money. Until Jay Boogie came on the block with the new job. And when Jay did that, like, you know what I'm saying, he was blessing brothers back and forth, you know what I'm saying, left and right. And, you know, it was dope. But, you know, even after that, we was still surviving and we survived together as a squad. And it ain't changed to this day. You know what I'm saying? We still doing it together. We didn't have much money, but what we had, we put together. If we ain't had no gear, we went and bought gear from the flea market. I mean, from the flea market.
It was definitely it was called. I said Looney Tunes jacket. It was a Schmooney Tunes jacket because it was definitely
Niggas go to the thrift store on your ass and like really, really cash out. You feel me?
Find some fly shit in the
Trust
part of the
me.
neighborhood in the thrift stores.
I'm just saying, like
That's not the same place where you threw the lady.
No.
That's another situation.
Wow.
Tune in next week when we tell you what she's talking about.
Chill out.
And how a bitch what a disaster because
so wait, we gotta go back. Since we're all talking about it, and all of us were there for it. Could you elaborate that story for us, please?
Okay.
Let me get closer to the camera. That's tough.
So we went shopping and I was trying to buy some shoes for my son and the lady was
pressure. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of pressure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like 5 phone calls.
There was a young lady.
Shoes.
Right.
There was a young lady. We'll call her Karen.
Yeah, so we'll call her Karen. So she's behind the thing and she's taking care of some other people. And I'm just like, okay, well, I want to buy these shoes right now. Like, and she's like, okay, but they're indecisive. They stand there talking amongst themselves. They're not even talking to her. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm ready to get these. You have them. Whoa. Mm-hmm. And she says something about,
you have no idea how much money they spend.
How much money they spend. You were there. Like you said, like, do you have no, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
bitch, I'm trying to spend money right now.
Right. Like, I'm trying to give you this bread right this second. And
I don't remember what. Like,
I don't know what happened, but she threw. Do you remember?
All I remember is the way that the story was told.
Oh yeah, you were. That's right.
This disrespectful lot monkey bitch.
Wait a minute.
Damn.
Lot monkey.
Somehow she wound up throwing a shoe.
Yeah, okay.
And her frustrated because they allowed her to get white woman frustrated. And I am I'm missing the understanding as to why this bitch was not dove on site. I'm just
I wasn't gonna do that.
She caught the shoe.
She picked the shoe up and
She picked the shoe up and threw it at me.
While her hand was doing this motion, might have been on her ass like a lion on a gazelle.
Nobody even was paying attention to her.
Not like a lion on a gazelle.
He was.
Oh my God! She's so fast.
Came over.
Why are you so fast?
This motion right here would have had that bitch upside down and with all of the shoes on top of her.
Did I just get DDT'd?
Like I said,
not DDT.
Where's the DDT? Why did I get DDT?
All I'm saying is and Karen avoided a complete disaster.
Yeah.
Because I was not in attendance and I don't appreciate
it. Yeah, but
we're glad that
we were all
escalate
talking about something
any further than it did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Over some Michael Jordan ashes.
Right. For some Michael Jordan ashes. You got there right. Definitely. I was like,
not
nope.
them Air Sykes.
Air
It really wasn't worth it.
You feel me? Like flea market specials, you know what I'm saying? The flea market 12. Right. You feel me? Like,
but she certainly was like the queen of the flea market. She was like, "How dare you?
Right, trying to
talk to me."
Nobody had time to react.
Yeah,
the 2 seconds it
she
took her to throw
felt
it.
some type of way because them Air Gordons was fresh out the grease.
Fuck
and nobody was buying them.
Fuck it.
He picked that shoe up so fast and threw it back at her. I was like, wow. Wait a second. We didn't even see the shoe. We looked, saw it, and he goes, "What?" Shoot.
So, you know, you know, it was just that. She threw it, I caught it, threw it back at her. That's bottom line of that.
Hit her right in the head.
Hit her dead in the head, dead in the forehead.
All I'm saying is this motion right here.
We didn't even see it.
No,
we
it
were
was
talking
so
to
quick.
somebody else.
No, because I would have been because I'm my Virgo. I would have been paying close attention the minute that she raised her voice, even a portion of an octave, in regards to this guy.
I don't even remember her yelling. I remember her saying,
"If I'm not yelling at him, bitch, you don't get a chance to yell at me." Damn. So I don't.
Okay,
what you talking about?
Damn.
Well, you know,
change the subject quick.
Hey, I mean, yeah.
Okay, so sorry.
She about to try to Chicago.
Another question.
Woo. Okay. All right. Shay just want to whoop somebody's ass. That's
right.
I'll be trying to tell y'all. Shay, look at the hand. There you go.
Hot,
it'd be warm, boy. She be ready to slap shit out of somebody, dog. All right, what's up?
So you're very intuitive to talking to people, and you know where they're coming from, and you connect with them a lot. But when was the last time you truly felt seen by someone, truly understood?
Seen?
Like, kind of like, yeah, seen. That's the best way.
Understood. I mean, it's a great question. I'm thinking about it.
And they're like,
I think it was my son. You know, when he said that he understood everything that was going on between him, you know, between me and his mother, and, you know, that he respected the fact that, you know, we were both moving on with our lives, and, you know, and that he was okay. I think that was the biggest thing for me, where it was just like, he saw it, you know, he acknowledged it and was okay. And that in turn made me okay. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that he was good.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, do you feel like there's some part that, again, with the validation and making sure that he knew everything was fine, that you could let go? Like, do you feel like you're healing from something?
I feel like I can heal from the idea that my son feels like his father abandoned him. You know, I can put to bed the idea that my son feels like he didn't have his father in his life.
But you were there. You were in his life.
But that's my point, though. Just because I am and I am, doesn't mean in my mind I don't feel like I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
because you're not there on the day to day. You're not there for the wake ups and the go to bed,
right?
And you know,
to school,
or just even when he was a baby, even when I was there every day. You know, one of my biggest fears was just missing my mark when it came to parenting. You know what I mean? I was deathly afraid of making a mistake as a parent, and I didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the biggest challenge for me was to, like I said, when he was a baby, I could hear him, like, even when he wasn't crying, I could hear him screaming, like crying. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I can't miss that. Like, I can't miss whatever he's crying about. I got to be there for that. And then eventually he became a little boy from that baby, and it was just hearing him call my name, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. And now it's, you know, like my mother always say, first they're on your lap, and then they'll be on your heart.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like, now he's on my heart, and being a great dad is like it's just the biggest deal to me. To not only leave a legacy, something for my son, but also to just be present. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be there. That's important to me. Yeah.
Right.
Start saying you got
that was a solid question. That was a solid question.
You got the super dope questions. You busting the super
teardrops.
dope moves, Holmes. Damn.
Idiot.
She's busting the crazy dope moves, Holmes.
You said change the subject.
No, these are great questions. I just want to say for the record, I appreciate you guys taking the time to conjure up questions and thoughts that you may have had that you wanted to know about, that not only educates you guys, but also educates our audience, things that they didn't know, things that they know now. And hopefully they feel more comfortable to just come on in and rock with us, you know what I mean? And conversate with us about different things, because this is what we talk about. We're talking about these reality things. This is my life. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to know I'm interested. What you say, woman?
It's converse.
What did I say? Conversate?
Yes. Conversate is not a word. Conversation
realistically, bro,
is a word.
I immediately felt the exact same way. Shay, would you believe they updated the dictionary? It is now a word.
Oh.
And ain't nobody told me.
I was like, you sons of bitches. How dare you?
The unmitigated
Let niggas
gall.
be niggas.
But it wasn't. It wasn't 15 years ago that was not a word.
Niggas been
It is a
saying
word now.
conversate since
Who cares?
1995.
Who the hell cares?
Since before then.
I think the eyes won, for real.
mean,
They was like,
Conversate is
no,
not
we
real.
gonna keep on saying it anyway. How about that?
So,
But for all intents and purposes, the word is converse. You have been conversing.
I've been conversing. Thank you so much. Yes. I appreciate that. All right. Since I can't say
like Converse.
You like Converse? You like Conversate?
Talk.
Conversating?
Speaking.
Please don't do that.
You remember we be up on North Avenue talking about I'm going to get my colored pantses. You know what I'm saying?
For a few, because in a few we gonna do what
I'm finna
we
go get my
came to
jabos,
do.
get all them colored pantses. I got to get all the colors. Dino, sometimes it be like that. Just be hood. So forgive me. Converse. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. All right. What y'all got for me?
Do you have any questions for him?
Anybody got?
Well, what is okay? So we're coming up on the end of the show.
Okay.
What legacy would you like to leave behind? What is the mark that you want to leave on this raggedy earth?
That God came first in my life, and that my son is everything, and that I ride for my family, and that I work my ass off to get where I'm at. I am. So don't hate on me. Come get money with me. And ladies, if you ain't about no real shit, stay the fuck away from me. Because I can't do nothing but realness anymore. Like I can't lie anymore. Like, when you're young, you put up with a lot of shit. You put up with a lot of shit from people. Mm-hmm. And when you're a man, a heterosexual male, you put up with a lot of shit from these females. And
because some of these bitches is raggedy
and
too.
I'm telling you, bitches, I can't do it no more, babies. I can't. I just don't have the patience. I don't have the bandwidth.
No, baby.
I don't have the bandwidth. So if you come correct, babies. I want you to come, but come correct. Hey, that's all.
I knew she was gonna do it.
Yeah, you saw it.
Shay's smart. She be on it.
Fuck it. Because I'm about my business. I'm about my paper. If I ain't about nothing else, you understand me? So come correct. Because, I ain't trying to raise nobody no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time to raise no female.
I
no
thought
grown
V
woman.
had some more questions for you.
What you got, brother V?
Look at his face.
Clear.
Well, that was amazing. I tell you that. You sons of bitches, you have a good weekend. Like, wait a minute, dog. What are you talking about?
Via unplugged his mic.
Right.
Unplugged his headphones.
Playing video games in the corner.
Damn.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming on here making this one of the dopest interviews that I've ever had. And I've had several in my lifetime, but this one right here this probably takes the cake for me because I'm surrounded by people who I really fuck with and that I really respect. So hopefully y'all have gained some education and some understanding into who I am. Mr.
Do
T.
the knowledge.
And gotta wait, Mr. T. You've gained some understanding to who I am. And I look forward to knowing more about who you are. All right.
Hey.
So y'all be easy till next weekend. We'll holler back at y'all. You bitches.
Hey, y'all have a great one. Stay hydrated.